You want to get out there and accomplish stuff, you want to buy things, you want to do things, you make your mark in this world, right? You've got to do it. In order to do that, you have to have a job. My name is Jackie Muller, and I'm a construction manager with ANTHC.
He was good. He respects his elders very well and stuff. So, yeah, I've known him for most of his life. I've actually worked with him a few projects. We worked on a dam just before this one.
The close-knit family aspect that you see is part of what you grow up in this community. I had Gary, you know, he's right there. Like you said, he was challenging me at work. This is mainly a commercial fishing community, and that's what we all used to do, was commercial fish. But when an oil spill happened, it dropped out from the bottom.
Virtually every American is familiar with the tragic environmental disaster in Alaskan waters. And more than 10 million gallons of oil have been spilled, with deadly results for wildlife and hardship for local citizens. We all share the sorrow and concern of Alaskans.
Ever since the oil spill had died down, a lot of people had a hard time making a living. They chose to not fish anymore.
You gotta work to live, put it that way.
You gotta find a job, you gotta survive, you gotta have a living, right?
You gotta travel for your jobs and then come back in. Like most of my jobs, I travel up to Anchorage or Cold Bay or wherever they ship me to go work, you know.
It's a tough decision to make, because at the same token, when people start to leave, then your village goes away too. I was one of those. When I was done with high school, I decided that I want to try something different to survive. I'm a hands-on type person. I grew up commercial fishing, so I'm working with my body and my hands and things like that all the time. It was actually Gary's older brother who encouraged me to go into the carpenter's trade. You know, the schooling is one thing, it's great, but you know, you don't really actually learn about construction until you're out there on the field and you actually work with journeyman carpenters and so forth. So I decided to go the trade route.
Him and I were the mixers for the cement, and we had those little hand mixers, gas engine.
Like, we didn't get our generator, so we couldn't put power tools up there.
So we had to fill them by hand.
We built a little job shack, and it was our lunch shack.
And I was quite excited because we were going like crazy on it, and there's like 88 bags of cement on a pallet. Got done with that, and I looked at him at the end of it, and he looked like he was almost ready to cry. He was so tired.
That was a lot of fun. It was different.
We managed, him and I, finishing that thing.
It was to help community on another source of power. That was actually the start of me moving on to doing construction. I worked in the field for, 3 or 4 years before I finally made a foreman status. And so I reached about 16 years in the union, and I said, well, I want to try the office side now. And that's how I actually applied for a job at the Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium. And my first position was an associate construction manager. And then I finally moved on and graduated as a full CM myself. That's where I am today. Now I'm able to help and put other people in other communities to work, just as I was when I was younger. It's kind of come around full circle. If you're not a college material kid, I would suggest doing a trade. There's an opportunity out there, and if you choose to move back, that's actually an extra skill or something you can bring back to your village.